Welcome to this WML product overview screencast. In this screencast I'll be covering DataGateway, our product for high throughput applications where key requirements are quality control, print outsource and electronic delivery. DataGateway is a document automation product and it's built on our WML document platform. This is a self-contained operating system with all the tools required to accept data from a wide variety of sources. It's delivered as a virtual machine and runs on VMware and Linux KVM infrastructure. All user interaction with the system is via the built-in web user interface, which is showing here on the screen. The first page you land on when you log into the interface is the print queue screen. Each queue is a data stream which can be individually configured. In fact, almost all features of the DataGateway can be configured on a per queue basis. We think the best way to describe how DataGateway can help you is to describe how it's used by some of our existing customers. So first I want to talk about Ageas Insurance Solutions. Ageas Insurance Solutions is a large print management company and they make use of DataGateway to process their documents into a common format for outsourcing at their preferred print outsource partner. The DataGateways at Ageas are processing documents from Ageas' own brands, DoneDeal, CoverDirect and AutoDirect, as well as well-known brands such as John Lewis, American Express, Chevrolet, Toyota and Tesco Travel. The systems process over 90,000 documents a month or 700,000 pages. And the key component which Ageas make use of in DataGateway is document content control, in order to quality control their documents. So let's go and take a look at document content control. It's this menu item up here, content control, and I'm going to, if I go straight to it, I'm going to land on the held documents page. This lists all the documents that have been held by the system as being unsuitable for printing. The list gives us, it shows a number of documents here. I'm going to concentrate on this one down here, which has a reference number 987987. It's just a sample document. The reason for hold is given as document type not identified. So the document content control system hasn't been able to work out what kind of document this is, and so it won't print it. And if I was a staff member, I could take a quick look at the document by clicking on this link here, and there it is. One PDF file there, and the admin staff can then determine what the problem with that document was and either contact the call center staff and help them with getting the required input data right, or they can look at finding a software solution. Or it may be that the document is quite acceptable and can be printed, in which case it can be released for printing. One of the key features of document content control which Ageas make use of is the ability to make sure that a document is complete before printing it. So let's go and take a look at the document content control profile and see how they do that. I'm not going to go through all the features of document content control because we're going to cover that in another screencast. But I want to look at the document config. In this configuration is how you set up each document type. For example, we're looking at the adjustment document type here, and if we go down a little bit, we see an associated pages section. If we put in the phrase "please find enclosed your certificate," if this phrase is found on the letter, then the associated pages must be found in the document for the document to be considered complete. So if we've got a letter which says please find enclose your certificate, but we don't find a certificate page type, then the document will be held back and not sent through to print. If the certificate comes through later, it'll be glued onto the letter of the document and then sent through to print. That's really the key feature which is used by Ageas, but they also use other features such as setting the output queue based on the content of the document and applying media controls so that their print outsource partner can use pre-printed stationery. DFS also use document content control, but they also use the template manager, which is the other key feature in DataGateway. DFS have used WML PDF Plus, another WML product, across their stores since 2009, but they're now using DataGateway to process the documents produced from their web sales. Now, the key feature in in the template manager, sorry, not the key feature. The template manager is really the key feature that they use for their web sales. And we're looking here at the template manager. I'm just going to switch to a different template. So here we've got a template. It's basically a web-based templating system. You can see this template's got a PDF-based background. I could go and switch that off, reactivate it if I can find it. There it is. And then it's got a number of elements which I can move around, spoiling it completely. And I can also do things like set the size of the text and so on. These elements are filled in when the document is created. They're variable elements, and they're listed up here. I can display the values of those elements. This is just sample data which I've uploaded to work with this template. I can also put static text on here. I could put some new static text in there and drag that onto the template, and I can also put real-time elements on, such as the date at which the document was produced and the time and so on. So DFS use the template manager to create the different components of their web sales packs, and then they use document content control to glue the packs together, and then they are sent over to their print outsource partner. DFS's print outsource partner make use of some of the professional print features of DataGateway, including the ability to batch up the output and release it at a certain time to their print machines, and they also have used the templating system to make up their workflow documents, such as a header page in front of each output batch. Finally, I want to talk about First Central Insurance Management. In many ways, their requirements are similar to those of UK Ageas Insurance Solutions. They are also an insurance management company. They've got over 250,000 customers. And they have a key requirement for quality control. Let's go over to the quality control, the content control interface, and we'll just look at the key feature which First Central make use of. Their key requirement was to look at elements of their documents, such as the renewal date or the new premium, and to make sure that those fields had been filled in by their call center staff and that the values were sensible. So let's look at the page type config in this document content control profile. This is the schedule, and on this schedule we've got a DCC action which is called check date range, and that finds the renewal date tag, and then it looks for a date next to that tag, and it makes sure it's no longer than 7 days in the past and no further than 30 days in the future. And if it's outside that date range, it'll hold the document back and it won't print it. Other document content control actions which First Central make use of are the ability to check a monetary value and the ability to check a numeric value, and also that the salutation and the address on the document are sensible, that the salutation matches the address, and that the address contains a valid postcode. And that completes this overview of the DataGateway. You can find out more information on our website, which is showing here, at wmltd.co.uk. And all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching.